The game plan is brought to you by someone who won't sue us for using their intellectual property, and that is Max Jazz Games, because Max Jazz Games' intellectual property is Kung Booby. And you couldn't possibly be angry at someone who says Kung Booby a lot. Kung Booby is a game that you could be playing right now. Kung Booby could be part of your game plan. Your gaming week is sorted with Kung Booby, available now on the iOS App Store. Angus.
Can I just put it out there? I played the game. Know it's available. Yep. It's been out for a while. It's been out for as long as we've known Max Jazz Games. Wonder if we're working on a sequel. If so, Kung Booby Tubi? Like, are we thinking of like fun sequel names here or something like that? Is it going to be in the Kung Booby universe? I don't know. Will there be a full MCU style Kung Booby Ubiverse or anything like that? Basically, add Ubi.
Kung Tubi?
Kung Tubi. That's even better. There you go. All right, you're welcome. That one's for free.
The rest of the names are going to cost you.
The rest of
all right. The game plan is where we look at the games that come out this week, so you can plan out your week in games. Let's take a look at the games coming out this week and take a deep breath, because there are tons. Because I was glad we didn't do the show last week, because actually no video games were slated for release. Some got released, but nothing was officially confirmed because it was like E3. It's just gonna get lost. They all got pushed to this week. So deep breaths, everybody. We're gonna power through this.
Do you want to help reading these?
Yeah, I'm gonna hand off to you at some point, Gus. So just be ready.
Okay.
Dark Alliance, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series consoles, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC is coming on June 22nd. That's Tuesday. The world of Dungeons & Dragons comes to life, an explosive action brawler filled with real-time combat and dynamic co-op. Play as iconic D&D heroes and join up to 3 other friends to battle legendary monsters, earn powerful gear, and unlock new abilities to take on even bigger challenges, which I assume are even bigger monsters and more powerful gear, and so on and so forth. If you don't want to take on something horrific, then Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Nights is coming to Switch and PC on Tuesday as well. It is a dark fantasy 2D action RPG about unraveling the mysteries of a destroyed kingdom. On this sorrowful journey, encounter horrific enemies against whom in a moment of inattention could be fatal. Overcome these hardships and seek the truth with the help of fallen knights. If you need to rebuild those knights because they fell over too hard, then Lego Builder's Journey, Switch and PC, previously on Apple Arcade, is coming, and it is coming with ray tracing, I believe, in video. Look how goddamn gorgeous this game is. Lego Builder's Journey is an atmospheric geometric puzzle game that asks us to sometimes follow the instructions and to sometimes break the rules. Rules you can't break, except for the fact that everybody bangs in the athletes' village. The Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, the official video game, is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, Stadia, and PC on Tuesday. The Olympic Games are back. And this time, I know, it's your chance for glory. Whether you play with friends, family, or on the go for gold on the global leaderboards, this is a party game that anyone can pick up and enjoy. I've never heard of the Olympics being described as a party game, but sure. If you want another pirate in your party, then you want to check out the Sea of Thieves DLC, A Pirate's Life, which is coming to Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC tomorrow, unfolding across 5 incredible tales packed with secrets and side quests. This new campaign gives players a lovingly crafted story to play solo or with their crew. Sea of Thieves, A Pirate's Life will be free for all players and will launch as the cornerstone of Sea of Thieves Season 3 on June 22nd. Gus, take over for a bit.
Oh, right. If you'd rather dive into a different kind of Abyss, I don't know, I haven't worked on these segues yet. Fan of Abyss is a massive asynchronous multiplayer game that casts players into procedurally generated temples and tasks them with retrieving the sacred relics hidden within deadly chambers. That comes out on PC also on June 22nd, I'm assuming, but the date wasn't written in, so what am I meant to do?
Yes, tomorrow.
There we go. Segue to something about Worms. Rumble comes out on June 23rd.
Did you catch Worms from the Athletes Village? Then
there
Worms Rumble.
Then you were doing something wrong. Worms Rumble is Worms like you've never played it before, with intense real-time arena-based 32 Worms cross-platform combat. Get ready for deathmatch, last Worms standing modes, and where you're only ever a holy hand grenade away from death. That comes out on June 23rd on the Switch.
And that comes out
Nick,
on June
I'll give you
23rd.
this one because... Did I say it comes out on June 23rd?
It is.
Alex Kidd Miracle World DX is coming to PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on June 24th. A legend returns in stunning new detail with Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX. Fire up your Power Bracelet and relive a platforming classic alongside new modes, levels, and features. Actually, very excited.
Features?
Features.
Oh my.
Legend of Mana features a bunch of features. It's coming to PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC on June 24th as well. The HD remaster of Legend of Mana is coming to Steam. Meet a colourful cast of characters. Can you tell that I copied this one from Steam? Meet a colourful cast of characters. Use the unique land make system to build the world map and square off against fearsome monsters in the vibrant world of Fardil. Rogue Book is coming to PC on June 24th, except Rogue Book is already out, so I don't know what's going on with that. But embrace the challenge of a roguelike deck builder with unique mechanics from the developers of Faeria and Richard Garfield, creator of Magic the Gathering. That sentence makes it sound like someone developed Richard Garfield. Build a team of two heroes. Unleash, it's his parents. Unleash powerful combos and defeat the legends of the Rogue Book. Gus, take over again.
The Eternal Castle Remastered comes out on PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 on June 24th. The Eternal Castle Remastered is a remake, which is a confusing thing to put both next to each other, of the original Eternal Castle from 1987 with additional game mechanics, sophisticated sound design, polished 2-bit CGA animated graphics. If you thought we'd got to too many bits, you need to go back to 2 bits. And modernized game design. So that is out. The next day on June 25th, it's time for Mario Golf Super Rush. I don't know if there's like a catchphrase Mario says when he plays golf. It's a me. I'm playing through.
What's Italian for 4? Quattro!
Quattro!
Yeah,
Quattro is what you yell.
It's a golf
Quattro
joke.
Formaggio. Hit the green with up to Quattro players locally or online and golf with friends from the Super Mario series like Mario, Peach, Yoshi, and more. Modes range from the standard golf, Mario, Peach, Yoshi, and have you not played as more?
And more?
The moreish of all the players. Modes range from standard golf to the energetic speed golf, an exciting golf adventure as well. And Nick, round us out with the last couple.
Thrilling.
Scarlet Nexus is coming to PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series consoles, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on Friday, June 25th. Choose between Utio and Kassane, elite psionics, each armed with a talent in psychokinesis and their own reason to fight, which is good because I hate fighting for other people's reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
Complete both of their stories to unlock all the mysteries of a brain punk future caught between technology and psychic abilities. And finally, on Friday, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 is coming to Switch. Drop back in with the most iconic skateboarding games ever made. Skate is the legendary Tony Hawk and the original pro roster, plus new pros. Listening to songs from the era-defining soundtrack along with new music. Hit insane trick combos with the iconic handling of the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series, along with new iconic handling of the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series. I added that last bit. Okay. That's everything that's coming out this week. My God. Peter, you haven't spoken in 45 minutes. What's on your game plan?
Yeah, I mean, you said a lot of things, and I'm not heaps hyped about any of them, to be honest. I think Dark Alliance is probably the thing that is the most intriguing to me because I know the least about it. And, you know, I think like D&D kind of games have a tendency to get their head caught up the D&D butt a little too far. But there's obviously a really rich lore to tap into. And this, if the gameplay is tight, then this could be a really fun thing to just play through with friends. And I'm not expecting to love this, but I am expecting to. I feel like it could be quite a fun thing to play through with a bunch of mates.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's coming to Game Pass as well.
What? That's awesome.
What?
Free?
Angus?
Look, no surprises here. Mario Golf Super Rush. I've waited long enough for a first-party Mario game. They seem to space themselves out well enough that just at the end, like the end of one, or like after not having a first-party Mario game for so long, you're like, I really want to play a really polished Nintendo first-party game. And I love golf. I love the Mario Golf games. I'm trying to think of the last Mario game that was out that I played. The sports one was the tennis one, I think. Which was a bit of a miss, I think.
It was Bowser, right? Bowser's Fury. You always forget Bowser's Fury.
No, I meant sport. Sorry, I was saying
right.
sport game. And the last tennis game wasn't fantastic. I really liked it, and I just love how polished all these games look on a Switch. Like, I know we've probably had Mario Kart, Mario Tennis. We haven't had a Mario Golf game on Switch yet. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but it is a fun platform to play little rounds of things on. So, I'm not going to play with the motion controls like they're showing off here. I'm purely going to sit down and play with a Pro controller next to my bed, like a sane person. So, yeah, that looks fun. The rush mode looks silly. I actually am looking forward to, I think it's the adventure mode where you can do a little RPG, which was in the old... I think GameCube Mario Golf, where you could there was just a level of progression that you could come back to, which was nice. So yeah, this looks cool.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that appeals to me about these games as well, and tennis as well. I was like, I want to play through the campaign, such as it is, of this sports Mario game to see just the fun little interactions that they throw in there, the cinematics, and then I can put it down. Because I didn't love Mario Tennis, but I did enjoy playing through a polished Nintendo game.
And the rush mode looks fun for couch multiplayer, but I find more and more with my Switch, it's less of a device that I actually have set up for multiple people to play. It's like, I hate the idea of going, hey, we can all play this. Everyone take a Joy-Con. And I'm like, ugh, I'm so sorry. So it split the things up. We don't have the wrist things. I don't click in the top buttons. I'm just like, just feel around that metal at the top and you'll find two little things to nudge into there. So yeah, unless I assume maybe there's a decent multiplayer online, but then you need to ask people to have the Nintendo Online service, which is also a bit of an ask. So yeah, it's solo RPG golf adventures for me this week.
I am keen. I'm really keen for this, and I agree. I don't really like tennis games, but I like golf games. So that the story stuff I'm totally into. I actually think the speed thing looks really cool. I was thinking it's something we could try on the show. It's like four people, because adding that element of bring your own control, adding that element of powers to get places and upgrades and that sort of thing I think is cool. But also it's speed golf as in when you get there, you're just trying to take your shot quickly. There's that added pressure I think is could make for a fun thing to do, and Nintendo will just add lots of little fun stuff to make that actually a genuinely
there's basically
party
Mario
game
Kart
feel as opposed to
the fairway.
Exactly, yeah. I think it's a cool little twist. So yeah, we'll see.
And as long as as I said, there's at least some semblance of a regular golf game you could play as well. I would like the idea of then just being I'm going to play mushroom greens with just me and no powers and just a regular kind of Wii golf style and just play a bit of that occasionally as well. This looks fun, but if this is all that it is all the time, I'm just kind of whoa. I think tennis fell into that trap a bit of it was so crazy that every mode, I think there was very rarely a version you could play without the crazy super shots. So it stopped being a fun tennis sim from time to time. Oh my god, the Mii's are in there too. I'm in 100%. Let's do this, guys.
And then there is a ton here that I'm interested in. Sea of Thieves: A Pirate's Life, Phantom Abyss, Alex Kidd in Miracle World, Rogue Book, Mario Golf, Scarlet Nexus. I want to play all of those. If I had to pick one, I think it would probably be Sea of Thieves, Phantom Abyss, or Scarlet Nexus. And I'm going.
That's not how that works, Nick.
I know. Well, I spoke about Phantom Abyss during the week last week, so I won't talk about that. I actually think it's Sea of Thieves. I am really excited for the Sea of Thieves thing. When they announced it, I said I installed the game immediately. As it came up, I just hit reinstall. I watched the 40-minute Sea of Thieves: A Pirate's Life showcase, which I've still got on my other monitor. So I watched that this morning as I was getting ready for the news. And let me tell you, that did not need a 40-minute presentation, but I'm glad I got it. I feel like I've already played the game. So yeah, there's something about that that's just I don't know why I'm so excited for this, but I really am. I think for me, it's because it's not just the fact that I like Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's adding focus in these sort of co-op go find your own fun games, and I never am good at finding my own fun. But suddenly it's like, oh, 5 very like crafted tales that I can go on in this like design that I love, mechanics that I really enjoyed, a world that I like spending time in. So it's like I've suddenly got a single player game now, as opposed to like light single player missions or whatever in a co-op. So yeah,
it's funny. I've been trying to get some friends into playing this with me as well, and it's the overwhelmingness of when we all boot it up in, and I'm like, cool. So I'll explain the game to you guys. Almost, it's like when we get on a ship, I'm like, and I'm running around giving tutorials to friends of mine who are all trying to play catch up. And so I wonder if that focus here will help guide new players who are joining it for the first time. In which case, then whether or not that's a few extra tutorials, whether or not that's just some focused missions, but yeah, I'm going to boot it up as well just to see if maybe I can pull some more people into my pirate crew based on that.
And even after finishing this content, finding your way back across to the other story content that's dropped that doesn't have the same skins and stuff, but has actually been really well received by the Sea of Thieves community.
Totally.
So it's like there's actually good content in here that wasn't there at the start, and it's hard to justify going there for anything other than Captain Jack. Like that kind of like diving into a world that you're so in love with already. So
yeah, and I think it's just such a smart thing for them to do, to go like, we're going to put out something pretty huge to pull you back into our game, because like I have not played that game since week 2 when it came out. So there's a ton of stuff waiting there. I'm really excited to go.
Quick question: the cruise how big is your pirate crew? Is it 4 or can you have 5? Is it just 4?
I believe 4 is the maximum you can have in your friend party.
Okay.
And I feel like they introduced, maybe it's just like an honor system, but
co-crewing
there's proximity
or
chat, so you can obviously just team up with other people and agree to not shoot each other. I don't think there's any kind of like menu that's like agree to be allied for now, like there is in like Command and Conquer and stuff. But
would be kind of cool if you could get a shared reward for doing that. I mean, yeah, you're right. Currently, it's just working together to maybe like take out an outpost and then saying, hey, everyone just share the goods. We all go and cash in. But when you've got specific like missions like there will be in this, I wonder whether or not, because the worst thing is then tailing along with some people and being like, oh, we didn't tick it off our quest marker because we weren't on the crew who initiated the quest or something. So more research to be done.
Cool.
There is an alliance
Lord
flag
Phoenix
you can put up, says Lord Phoenix. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, cool.
Cool. All right. So that is our gaming week. Let us know what your game plan is, because that is everything that is dropping this week.